You're watching the entire slate of points races leading to the Kentucky Oaks and the Kentucky Derby. Let's shift now to two-year-old races on the Oaks Trail. We'll kick things off with Lacara winning the Pocahontas at Churchill Downs for
waiting for Liam in the dust. They're in the gate. And they're off. Off to an even start. A good beginning for Iconomama, who breaks out on top toward the inside. Good speed from Empirical Mischief as well. Pretty sure is not far behind. And from the far outside, Kimchi Cat, Liam in the Dust, and Stilettos with some early zip as well. So up the chute they go. They head for the main track, and it's Kimchi Cat up for a short lead. Stilettos is right there racing in second. Liam in the Dust on the outside, run on the pace, racing third. Empirical Mischief tucks in behind. Fourth, Atomic City is out in fifth. Iconomama toward the inside is running along in sixth. Lady Catherine in the clear. Seventh, advancing inside. Lacara from eighth. Right there, two Pretty Sure. Ninth, Quinn's Promise is racing in 10th. West Memorial hustled along 11th. Chattanooga Crew toward the inside is racing in 12th. Strong State is 13th. And 10 lengths off the lead, and 3 clear of Hearts United. The opening quarter was 22-3, the opening half and 46-1. Round the far turn, Stilettos short lead. Right there is Kimchi Cat and Liam in the Dust. She's looking for the lead now, and Atomic City rolls up on the far outside. Iconomama in with a shot, needs to find a way through. Empirical Mischief cuts the corner beautifully, and Lacara comes on the scene, and so does Pretty Sure. They're off the turn. Liam in the Dust clear by 2, but they're swarming in. Lacara's coming down the center. Here comes Lacara up for the lead right at the 8th pole. In the meantime, Iconomama comes through toward the rail, and Liam in the Dust fights on between them. They race for the finish. Lacara's in front, short of the wire, and she will do it. Lacara from off the pace, defeating Iconomama or Liam in the Dust in that photo for second. Farther back, it was Pretty Sure in fourth.
Liam in the Dust goes in. 4 more to load. Here's Rich City Girl. Quick Kick. 2 more. Quiet Side comes forward. Immersive, the last one. Goes in, first wire, at the post. And they're off in the Darley Alcibiades. There goes Liam in the Dust. She'll have company, though. Rich City Girl right alongside of Liam in the Dust as they head to the first turn. Continuity off just a step slowly. Now scoots up down to the inside. Immersive is there toward her outside. They contest the third spot heading on to the first turn. Quiet Side stays a lane off the rail, moves up into fifth, 5 lengths off the lead. Sherbini is 6th to the inside. Quick Kick moves up 1 spot from last around her. Opening quarter in 23.01 seconds. On to the backstretch they go. Rich City Girl from the outside has the lead a half length. Liam in the Dust against the rail, second a length and a half. Immersive travels in third, outward from the rail, off the turn at the backstretch. Continuity occupies the spot to her inside in fourth. Then a gap of 2 more lengths back to Quick Kick on the far outside. Quiet Side between horses, next to last 5 from the front, and Sherbini another length behind that pair trails midpoint of the backstretch. First half mile, 46. 0.89 seconds. Over to the far turn they go. Rich City Girl, Liam of the Dust continue their struggle for the lead. Another length and a half to Immersive, who's still stalking that pair from third. Continuity is still fourth to the inside. And then Quiet Side and Quick Kick, side by side now. They start to pick it up, look for more running room. Still nearly 5 from the front as they come toward the quarter pole. Rich City Girl is the leader. Liam of the Dust drops back to the inside. Immersive goes to second. Quick Kick goes to third. Still 5 from the lead. Top of the short stretch as they turn for home. Fourth, here's Immersive. Immersive comes forward, has the lead. Quick Kick is taking aim from the outside, but she's second. But here she comes now in the short stretch. Quiet Side on the far outside. Immersive to the inside has the lead. Immersive chased all the way by Quick Kick. Immersive and Manny Franco to win the Darley Alcibiades.
Social Fortress and Icona Mama. Icona Mama goes in. All set for the Frizette. And they're off. Icona Mama breaks outward. Social Fortress has early speed. In between horses, here comes Pondering in the early mix, and now Pondering with a nose in front. Right with Pondering is What in the Literal. We'll back off as now Social Fortress will use her speed and press on. Social Fortress will clear. It is now up by a length and a half as they come out of the chute. So they're chasing Social Fortress, who's the lone leader. Pondering is well settled there for Pratt right there in second. Out wider in the purple cap comes Scottish Lassie in third. Snow White is in behind horses, is towards the back end of the field with What in the Literal. They're tightly bunched there at the back. Another Cliche is in that mix with Icona Mama. They're chasing Social Fortress through a 22-4. Opening quarter mile in, Social Fortress is doing it nicely so far. Here comes Pondering, moving in closer, and Scottish Lassie has got a 3-wide run. Snow White just had to briefly steady, is in behind horses in fifth. Icona Mama is making a move, and here comes Icona Mama after the leaders. Another Cliche, trying to launch a rally from the back. They went 46-1 for a half-mile time. The trailer is now What in the Literal. Social Fortress still there. It's Social Fortress approaching a quarter mile left to go, and Social Fortress. Here's the oncoming strides of Scottish Lassie, and now Scottish Lassie is sent for home. Scottish Lassie is now opening up on the field, and look at Scottish Lassie open up. A final furlong left to go. Scottish Lassie is now widening this margin and opening up in the Frizette. It is going to be all Scottish Lassie punches her ticket, and she's on to the Breeders' Cup. She wins the Frizette easily. Scottish Lassie wins it over Snow White, finishing third. That was Social Fortress with another Cliche in 1 minute 36 and 3.
It's post time for the Oak Leaf, presented by Oak Tree. It's a win and you're in for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies division, and they're moving into line. First couple have loaded. Here's In the Air Tonight, awaiting her turn. We're in the gate. And they're off in the Oak Leaf, presented by Oak Tree. Non-compliant and Noonie are the first two out. Shower splits that pair and goes after them. And Tenma is very keen, looking for a spot one from the rail as she is right on the heels of the front-running Noonie. And she's able to guide over now as Noonie sets the pace, opens up two. Tenma now has some breathing room in second. They're followed by Non-compliant and Showers, third and fourth, followed by In the Air Tonight and Omen Joy at the back of the field, 6 furlongs to run. Martin Garcia has Nooney unopposed on the front end. It's a 2.5 length edge over Tenma, who tracks her in second, and then comes non-compliant in the clear while third, 2.5 or 3 lengths off the lead. Showers is fourth, 4 lengths off them, another 4 back to In the Air Tonight, and Omen Joy at the back with a half mile to travel in the Oak Leaf, presented by Oak Tree. Nooney left alone on the front end. Extends that lead out to 3 lengths on Tenma in second. Non-compliant gets her cue and now takes up the chase, moving into second, 3 furlongs from home. Showers is fourth with 6 to make up. It's another 4 lengths back to In the Air Tonight, and Omen Joy, here's non-compliant, looming alongside of Nooney. These two square off at the top of the stretch. Nooney digging in, non-compliant alongside. They've put 4 on Tenma in third, 3/16 of a mile to go. Non-compliant and Nooney are head and head. Non-compliant gets the upper hand past the 8th pole. Nooney trying her best, well clear of Tenma in third, past the 16th pole, and it's non-compliant and Juan Hernandez in control. Non-compliant has won the Oak Leaf, presented by Oak Tree. Nooney was clearly second best. Tenma third. In the Air Tonight was fourth.
Waiting on Good Cheer and Adira. They're in the gate. And they're off. Good Cheer bounced around a bit coming out of the starting gate and is relegated back to last. It was a good start for Claire's Charm from that inside post and straight to the lead for her. Sherbini comes on to stalk the pace from second. Machaya 3 wide into that first turn. Third, Adira 4 wide fourth. Good Cheer, not the best of starts, but angles over toward the inside to save some ground and moves up a spot to within 3 lengths of the pace-making Claire's Charm, who heads to the backstretch run with a half-length advantage to Sherbini in second. And they went to the opening quarter in a moderate 23 and 4. So they're on the backstretch now, and it's Claire's Charm the leader. Sherbini under a long hold in second. Machaya on the outside, perched out 3 wide third, 5 to go. Good Cheers made some progress, has moved up into third now, down inside of Machaya. Adira's at the back and 5 lengths off the lead. 4 furlongs to go. Claire's Charm, Sherbini still 1-2 after a half and 48 seconds flat. Claire's Charm lets it out a notch onto the far turn. The lead's out to 3/4. Now it's a length with 3 furlongs to go. Sherbini's coming under a ride in second. In the meantime, Good Cheer has made progress indeed. Here she comes, 3 wide, rolling up far outside, and Adira's following her. Machaya's back to last. They come to the top of the stretch. Claire's Charm's in deep water. Here's Good Cheer. Good Cheer with a blitz on the far turn has taken charge at the top of the stretch, and she kicks on to lead by 2. Claire's Charm fights on from second, farther back, Sherbini and Adira. Down to the final 16th, and Good Cheer finishing full of run. And slow start didn't matter. Wins by 4. Finishing second was Claire's Charm. Sherbini was third, and Adira was fourth.
They're all in line. We are ready for the start. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, and Nooney goes immediately to the early lead, sent along by Flavian Pratt to establish early command here. American Bikini goes with her on the outside. Vodka with a Twist is away running in third. Immersive is fourth. Then Scottish Lassie a bit wide into that turn. Snow White and Lacara are next. Then Otomeda Chacho, who is second last early ahead of Quick Kick the trailer. So the fillies make their way onto the backstretch, and Nooney is the one to catch, and she's opened up 3 on American Bikini through a 22 flat opening quarter mile. So Nooney motoring along up front. American Bikini on the outside. Vodka with a Twist along the rail, heads apart second and third. And then it's Immersive, fourth, and she's got 7 to make up at this stage. On her outside is Scottish Lassie up the backstretch. Break of 2.5 back to Snow White. And then comes La Cara at the back, our quick kick, and Otomeno Chacho. 44.99 was Uni's half mile, and Nooney heads for the far turn with a 4-length lead, 3 furlongs from the finish. Vodka with a twist is come on, and Scottish Lassie is moving to. American Bikini's given way. Immersive is under a drive. She's got 3 lengths to make up as Vodka with a twist has taken the lead, and Scottish Lassie confronts her at the top of the stretch. Vodka with a twist. Scottish Lassie, Immersive, has kicked it into high gear now. And here comes the undefeated filly, and she goes right on by at the 8th pole. Immersive has taken charge, and she is pulling away under Manny Franco. Here is a champion, no doubt. The undefeated Immersive wins the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. Vodka with a twist was second. Quick Kick was third, and Scottish Lassie was fourth.
Her perfect record remains intact. A champion out there on the racetrack, this 2-year-old daughter of Nyquist, Immersive, undefeated, and your winner of the Juvenile Fillies.
Nooney went out there. She set very fast fractions that she could not sustain. So we knew, Simon, that it was going to set up for one of these fillies that was closing. It took Immersive a little bit of time to get going, but once she did,
There in the gate. And they're off. Milo Punky right to the front quickly. Milo Punky straight to the lead, and it's a 2-length lead by the time they hit the first turn. Eclatant is away second. Quiet Side is out in third. Sturgeon Moon 3 wide. Fourth, Fixin' to Be down inside fifth. Good Cheer near the back of the pack. Early's racing up in behind fillies. Wide on the course is Flashware, and now she pulls back to tuck in toward the inside. Milo Punky heading for the backstretch run, the leader. Eclatant is prompting in second through an opening quarter in just 24 1/5 seconds. To their outside is Quiet Side racing third. Fixin' to Be down inside fourth. Good Cheer right at mid-pack fifth. 3 lengths off the lead. Sturgeon Moon flanks her, and the trailer is Flashware as they head down the backstretch run. Milo Punky's the leader by half a length. Eclatant in no hurry to go by, but she's right there. Now she's getting closer. Eclatant up to the neck of Milo Punky. Here comes Good Cheer. Good Cheer emerging from the pack with a bold move on the far turn, 3 wide, and ranging up as they round the far turn. Quiet Side in behind her. They come for the top of the stretch, and Good Cheer with a big move on the far turn has taken charge at the top of the stretch. Eclatant's gonna fight with her though. Quiet Side is back in third. There's a furlong to go. Good Cheer is gone clear by 3. Quiet Side trying to run her down late. Good Cheer holding on to the lead. Quiet Side can't get to her. This filly is 4 for 4. Good Cheer dominates the goldenrod. Quiet Side with a good effort, a second best effort. Sturgeon Moon was third.
Want to get your career in horse racing off to a fast start? Well, the University of Arizona's Racetrack Industry Program is your winning ticket. The Racetrack Industry Program has served as a springboard to some of the industry's most successful individuals, with a proven track record of job placement right out of college. If you want to earn a degree in the exciting horse racing industry, the Racetrack Industry Program can put you in the winner's circle.
You like free money? Well, Capital OTB gives its players plenty of opportunities to cash in. At Capital OTB, there are so many ways for horse players to receive bonus dollars by simply participating in promotions such as our bankrolls, bounty bets, online handicapping contests, and much, much more. Plus, with Capital OTB's Player Rewards program, you get actual cash back. So what are you waiting for? Log on today at CapitalOTB.com or CapitalOTBBet.com and claim your free money.